the Battle of the Bulldogs. Georgia with a healthy Herschel Walker and Mississippi State live here at Scott Field in Starkville, Mississippi. And here at Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, Jackie Sherrill's high-scoring Aggies will be challenged by rugged Texas Tech. And here at Falcon Stadium in Colorado Springs, unbeaten New Mexico invades the Air Force Academy, which last week shocked BYU.
I'm Ara Parseghian. Today, in their own words, we'll profile a tale of a Florida swamp fox who won 85% of his games in a quarter century of coaching. From Florida A&M, we'll look at Alonzo Jake Gaither.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brent Musburger. Welcome to the NCAA Today. With me, of course, is the coach, Ara Parseghian. Pat O'Brien, though, is on assignment at Springfield, Ohio. We'll hear from him tomorrow. Now, we have an outstanding lineup of regional games for you this afternoon. Those of you in the Midwest will see Tulsa at Kansas. Kerwin Bell, who set the Big 8 freshman rushing record a couple of years ago, is going to be returning to action for Kansas. Meanwhile, on the NFL strike front, the two sides got together again earlier today in Washington. Jack Donlin, of course, who was the management negotiator, was the first to arrive on the scene. And a short time after that, Ed Garvey, who is the executive director of the Football Players Association, also showed up. Now, Irv Cross is standing by live in Washington. And, Irv, any progress towards a settlement?
Brent, I can't report any progress at all. The meeting started at 1:40. But at 2:50, the Players Association, because they were upset with the way the talks were going, broke off for a caucus. And at that time, in that meeting, Jack Donlin said that the Management Council was going to leave here at 5 o'clock today, whether anything was settled or not, and return to New York with no future date or time for future meetings. At 3:20, the players came back, and now negotiations have resumed. It's been somewhat disappointing, though, because last night, Jack Donlin and Ed Garvey had a long and extended telephone conversation and said they would only meet again if the environment for negotiations was much improved. Apparently, nothing much has changed. Oh, by the way, they have agreed on one thing. One clause in the contract will read players' medical rights. That's it.
Still a long way to go. And the NCAA Today will continue on CBS in just a moment.
The NCAA Today is sponsored by the 1982 Volkswagens. Nothing else is a Volkswagen.
There's one German car that's born to challenge the most challenging roads, that's at home on the tightest turns and the steepest grades, that gives you remarkable performance, razor-sharp handling, and a rarely equal feel to the road. But it's not the German car you are thinking of. It's the Volkswagen Jetta, and it's only $79.90. Surprised? You will be when you drive one.
Buying a small business computer is a lot like getting married. You should be sure your new partner comes from a good family, knows your business, and can grow with you. Introducing the Burroughs B20 small business computer. It has programs for your business and expands as you do. Burroughs grew up with small business, so talk to your computer dealer about Burroughs' new B20. Happy?
All right, shrimps, we're going to do it again. And this time I want it perfect. Right? Right.
The head chef at Steak and Ale's been working weekends lately perfecting a new dish.
Okay, everybody, into the fire.
Broiled shrimp pilaf, expertly grilled and basted.
Steady, boys. Almost there.
And served up with rice pilaf and drawn butter.
Aha! Unmistakably steak and ale. I thank you, and my shrimp thank you. Nice going, boys.
Deep in the heart of Mississippi, it'll be Herschel Walker against Mississippi State, Coach.
It's a great matchup, not only between teams, but individual personnel. We know what Herschel Walker can do, a great runner. But Emory Villard, the football coach at Mississippi State, is the father of the wishbone, which is basically run-oriented. Yet he has the #1 passer in the country. So it'll be an interesting game to watch from that standpoint. Runner against passer.
And they're on the scene for us, Lindsey Nelson and Scott Hunter. And let's go to Lindsey in Starkville, Mississippi.
All right, Brent, we have plenty of excitement here this afternoon for the battle between the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Georgia Bulldogs. And, of course, the big dog is Herschel Walker. Now, he's had a thumb injury, so we went right to the source to ask Herschel, what's his condition?
Well, right now it's not 100%. Like it's healed real well at least since I injured it. The injury been coming along real well, and now I'm close to being 100%, but it still have some soreness in it. And last week I played with it, and I didn't play with the cast, this rubber cast that I played with in the previous 2 games, and I came out real well in it. So I'm going to look for this game to sort of be a little more improvement than it was the last game.
It's the word about Herschel from Herschel. Let's go back to Brent Musburger in New York.
Thanks, Lindsay. I can hear him from Starkville all the way here in New York City. The NCAA Today will continue on CBS in just a moment.
You want a jury to be impartial? You want an insurance agent to be impartial. So choose an independent insurance agent. He doesn't work for just one company. He represents several. He can give you an independent opinion and help advise you on the best coverage at the best price. Before you reach a verdict about insurance, see your independent insurance agent, the more than one company agent. Remember this symbol. It's in the yellow pages.
Time. When you ship air cargo, time is everything. That's why Flying Tigers delivers everything. Not just small packages. In fact, no matter what size your shipment is, we'll pick it up, fly it, and deliver it overnight, virtually anywhere in the country, on time. Or you don't pay. Small, medium, or large. Call Flying Tigers. It's on time, or it's on us.
Flying Tigers.
On one hand, Popular Mechanics says Volkswagen Scirocco exudes quality, typically German in fit and finish. On the other hand, Car and Driver says the Scirocco exudes a special tingle that serious drivers can feel in their bones.
Oh, good sizeness.
We have a final score in. North Carolina rolls over Georgia Tech 41-0, and a major upset brewing down in the southeast. LSU still ahead of Florida. They are now in the fourth quarter, 24-5. Highlights at halftime. We'll see you then.
This is CBS.
Shrimply delicious.
Shrimply delicious. Let Long John Silver's put a smile on your taste.
Our shrimp and fish special is a treat that's worth the trip. 4 big shrimp and a crispy fish fillet. Complete.
Shrimply delicious.
Shrimp and fish special at a shrimply sensational price.
Let Long John Silver's put a smile on your taste.
Shrimply delicious.
The Florida Keys and Milwaukee, Wisconsin are a whole country apart. But to these guys, they both mean something great. The Keys mean stone crab, big and fresh. And Milwaukee means beer, cold, crisp, old Milwaukee. And the smooth, golden light taste of old Milwaukee Light. And man, what they made of a food like this.
And old Milwaukee.
And old Milwaukee Light.
Tastes as great as its name.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Whether you drive a Porsche 911, whether you drive a Porsche 944, whether you drive a Porsche 928, Porsche, nothing even comes close.